Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sandy Zimmer. Today I'm going to show you how to make this fun kangaroo card with a little bit of a twist on using a thin cut. So this kangaroo is from the March 2023 Stamp of the Month. So you can see it there, and there's that adorable little kangaroo. I'm also using the Z8055 I'd Rather Be Reading stamp set, as well as the Z4684 storybook card making set. And I'm going to be using the thin cut in a special way from there. So I stamped and cut out this stack of books with the teacup and the glasses on top. And I've cut them apart because I want to rearrange it just a little bit. And so here you can see that I am just cutting out that center part of those glasses. And now I'm going to slide this thin cut inside my card base. And I'm going to use a gray watercolor pencil. And I'm just going to do a little rubbing action here just to create a slight pattern on my card front. I wanted to create a background, but I didn't want it to be too overwhelming. So I thought this would be a fun way to do it. Now, because they are watercolor pencils, you can also paint with them. But what I'm going to do with this one is, in a moment here, you'll see I'm grabbing a wet one and just very softly and very gently, I'm just going around the edge just to soften those edges so you don't have that sharp start and stop look. And then just a little bit over the middle. So that just gives me a nice soft look, but you can see the pattern from that thin cut. So now I'm layering up those books, tucking that little kangaroo's tail behind, and I'm putting that little teacup and the glasses in front. Now I decide that I want a little bit more of a base for all of that to sit on, so I just go back in there with the gray. I'm not really concerned about it matching pattern-wise or anything like that. And here I am coming in with that marker and just going around the edges again just to sort of cover up the white lines that are left or where I didn't cut perfectly. So there you go, there's a close-up of that. And I do go around the other pieces as well. Now it kind of bothered me that there was that little white space in that cup handle. So I just took my gray and I just gently colored that in just so that it would match the background a little bit better and you wouldn't see it quite as much. So just a little detail, but I always look for those details for some reason when I make things. So there we go, that's better. So now again, I'm stacking up my books. I'm going to put the kangaroo on there, tuck his tail in behind, and put those little feet over the top. Layer my glasses and my teacup there. I love those little glasses. So cute. Then I pick my sentiment. Any day spent with you is my favorite day. And it works out that that little stamp set sort of goes around the kangaroo's foot, which I really liked. So I decided to put it way down in the bottom there. And so that stencil, or sorry, thin cut, has a bit of a stitched pattern to it, and then it's got sort of some little starbursts. So I decide I'm going to use my journaling pen and create that same pattern around the edge. So I make about 6 lines or dashes, and then I do that little star. So it's kind of like 2 X's over top of each other. You'll see it when I lift up the card for a closer look. And I just go all the way around the card. So I do a little bit of that off camera because it was a little boring for you to watch the whole thing. So here we go, just finishing that up around the bottom. And in a few minutes here, you're going to see that I'm going to grab my liquid glass and I'm going to put a little bit of liquid glass on those glasses. And that just creates a little bit more of a shine there and it makes them look much more realistic. I did also color the lenses in with gray marker so that you could tell that they were glasses instead of just being able to see right through them. Again, I'll pick that up and you can have a better look. I tap it from behind just to get rid of those bubbles. And then again, I grab my journaling pen and I just add a couple of dots here and there, kind of wherever my hand lands. I just sort of do a few here and there. And again, it just helps to break up that white space a little bit and add some interest. You could even go in with a couple of different colors if you wanted to, but I just left it with the black for this one. So there's a close-up, and then of course there's a close-up of all the products that I used once again. And they are also listed in the description here. If you're interested in ordering those, you can go to my website, and that is sandyzim.closetomyheart.ca. And you'll see that link come up in just a few minutes here. So there's a close-up of the finished card. If you've enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up to let me know you liked it. I'd love it if you would share with your friends. You can also leave me a message. I love to hear from people and what they think. And again, if you'd like to order anything, please go to sandyzim.closetomyheart.ca. And you can also ring that bell to subscribe. That just will let you have a notification every time I post something. So again, I'm Sandy Zimmer. Thank you so much for joining me.